Well, good morning. Hello, everybody. My name's Nick Damon, and
Matt Guppy is here as well.
hurrah! And welcome to RC Racing TV 2021, because that's all we've done, is this. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Colchester. I would say it's sunny Colchester, but it's windy and overcast, and we expect some rain.
Yes, standard British weather at the moment for the King of Clubs Championship that we're at today. We've had a little bit of misty rain so far this morning. It's dried up a little bit now, though.
Isn't misty rain well an actress in a certain genre?
That is a factual bit of information I've given across there, Nick.
Well done, thank you very much indeed. So we're just coming to the end of the first round of qualifying here at the King of Clubs. There will be 3 more rounds of qualifying and some finals. We have a vast selection of electric track vehicles, I should say, because they're not all touring cars. We have we'll start with some 17.5 touring cars. That's quite quick. 13.5. That's really quite quick. Modified, very quick. And then we go for Tamiya GTEs and MTCs. We have Montex Formula 1 cars.
Can't wait for those.
We have some. And they have a couple of rounds of junior Tamiyas, which is a beginner's class. So at that point, you'll get to see how you all used to be, and have forgotten how that was.
And how I still am.
Well, how you never were, as they say. So we've got a whole day of qualifying and finals. We will be bringing you. I don't know, really. What we bring you?
Qualifying and racing.
Racing.
All day long. 2
rounds of finals, so we get more racing than normal. Is the other camera working? Let's see if our other camera's working whilst we just... you can move that the other side, by I've made it very left-handed. Oh, look at that. We've got 2 cameras. Has it moved? No, it's in the right position. You go back to the John camera, the top camera.
There we go. Seamless.
Yeah, that's not something really which tends to be anything mentioned to us, let's be honest. It's completely seamless in a way that's not.
So these guys that are out on track on the moment, just for everybody that is out there watching and joining us, I can't see any of the comments or anything that are coming through at the moment, so I don't know how many of you are out there, but these are the...
Some sad, hardy fools.
These are, I want to say a beginner's class, but this is a class that's sponsored by Tamiya.
It's super beginners.
Super beginners. So these are all sort of 8, 9-year-old kids. They've got little to no experience. Tamiya's got involved in this class as well, so it's a real sort of boost to the younger people getting into the sport.
The younger people, absolutely. Let's call them that.
The younger people.
Why haven't I got a pause on that? Hello to Sumi C from Portugal, the Algarve. Hello to Tim Vessel. Hello to Gerard Gilles Parentin, who actually said bonjour à tous. Must be Welsh. So good to see all of you joining. We'll actually start doing some coveragey racing stuff in a second. Don't forget, you want to talk to us, we have the YouTube and the Facebook, the Book of the Face. And this is the first test for Matt Guppy. Can he write round 2, heat 1?
I can, but I can't find the bit to write out.
Okay, you need to go to there.
That one?
Yeah, on. Yeah. Oh, no, hang on. No, go to the M1 again. M1 again. I know why, that's why, because you need to be on here. You need to highlight that and then go to that one. There you go. You want it. There, you want it. There you go.
There we are.
See?
Here we go.
So
Look.
easy. That's
and
right.
As if
isn't
by
it?
magic, that number there has just changed
To 1.
So we are on heat 1, and this is qualifying round 1.
We're learning as we go because we've forgotten it all over the course of the last year. Matt's making his first appearance on the team since Slovakia, isn't it?
It is,
2019. I mean, at least I did 1 last year, so you know.
Yeah. So this is qualifying round 1.
No.
Round 2. Sorry.
Yes. You've uncorrected your correction.
I've uncorrected my correction.
Brilliant
so round
stuff.
2,
Heat 1. Do you want to read out what it is and who they are?
This is 17.5 blinky touring cars.
What does that mean?
That means they are limited to a 17.5-ton motor in their car. Obviously, these are fairly highly scrutinised. They've all been through a scrutineering tent over there. I can see some more going through at the moment. So all of them get their tyres, motors and batteries and all of those other wonderful bits that make these cars go round checked by some professionals.
Oh, we've got professionals, have we?
We have somewhere. And then these guys will be allowed out on the track. So these are fairly limited in their speed compared to some of the faster cars that are out there.
Yes.
But car 1, let's have a look who we've got. Trevor Little. Car 2 is Ben Webb. 3, Luke Jury. 4 is Guy Dean. 5, Niall. Ooh, that's an interesting one. Quinn Lisk. There we go.
Going wrong already.
6 is Bryce Little. 7, Nick Bruty. 8, Peter Knight. 9, Andy Lewis. 10 is Craig Williams. So just start off with car 1 there, Jan, for the time being.
I like this. I'm doing other stuff, so you can have fun doing this.
Okay, off we go. We haven't named any of these corners yet.
Haven't done anything really, in fairness. We just set stuff up.
So, Jan's lost car. There we go, back into car 1. So, let's have a look. So, this is Trevor Little going round at the moment. Let's bring it round onto the straight. First time down there for Trevor at full speed, other than a little bit of practice this morning first thing. So, as you can see, these are the early heats. Not the tightest lines around the track for these guys. Get hitting some of those apexes pretty well. Sweeping out there, just coming up to the first of the back markers, which kindly crashes out the way for him. A little bit more traffic to come up on now, but he's easily through. So is Trevor leading this one? No, Nick Bruty, car 7, is leading this one at the moment. Trevor's down in...
I'm going to try and swap cars hurriedly because we've got no chance to do that at the moment. We can't see a bloody thing.
These are, even though they are the 17.5...
Still too fast.
Touring class. They're too fast for mine and Nick's old eyes. Anybody that does remember Slovakia knows that I need special glasses to be able to see the camera and the cars, not just the. You are just special, generally, aren't you? Really, a little bit. I am, but that's why I'm here. So where are we? Are we still with Trevor? We are. We're still with Trevor. Let's drop back a couple. Let's see if we can pick up the leader, which is car 7 of Nick Bruty.
Did that work?
Jan on the camera up there.
I'm trying to share stuff. I'm not sure if I
car
have.
7. I'll see if I can see him as he goes past the line a minute. And then clear. Obviously, there's a huge gap of cars going past the line whilst I'm looking. Now that's car 8 that's gone there. 5's just gone past us. I believe that was like a 9. I couldn't see any of those. Couldn't see any of those at all, Nick.
Excellent.
I'll tell you what, just gone down the end of the straight. Car 6 done an awesome jump there over one of the curbs. Let's just follow that one through. Sort of purple, blue and white, just coming through the centre section now. There we go.
Hello to Insta Gangster from the UK. And hello to BJ Williams from America. How are you doing, mate?
There we go. So we are on car 6 now, which is Bryce Little. Currently running in 4th in this qualifying heat. Their current time is 7 in 1:27.94. Nice that the timing screens moved back into line on this one.
No, I did that.
Oh, you did that. Oh, wow, look at that.
Working hard.
Automatically moved back
rather than hardly working. Oh, I thought it was Maisie who did that. No, that was me.
I'm going to try something fancy in a minute when the cars come
Since
back
we
through.
last did these various events, there has been a huge amount of changes in the various methodologies of streaming, and none of it has helped, and I'm lost trying to get my screens as I was used to having them. Hence the reason I'm letting my assistant, my lovely glamorous assistant, do all the work. I've got no... Oh, now I'm about to do a live edit, which I don't want to do either.
So yes, we're obviously a little bit rusty after a bit of time away there, but I've been following
massive
Nick today.
Hiatus.
Relearning everything again, which is always great for a live event. But fortunately, the King of Clubs guys are very forgiving for us today.
We've got a few minutes to get this right. By the finals, it's going to be super slick.
We'll be all over it by the finals.
Possibly.
Okay. Oh, caught a couple of curbs there. So we're still with Bryce Little.
Right. I've now got the page I want. But I'm having to watch an advert before I can get to where I want to be with it.
Oh dear. So Bryce struggling a little bit on a couple of sections of the track here. It is a bit tight. Just where he's going down through now, he's sort of got to thread the eye of the needle down there before he turns right onto the straight again. It is pretty tight.
Hello. Sorry, I'm cutting across you. I apologise. Hello to Julian Waller from Blackpool. And Colin Webb says, great to see my artwork on track. Is that the CMCC artwork? 4 letters written. Right, I've now, got us to a position where I know what I'm doing. No, it's a massive over adjustment where I think I know what's happening. That's better.
Okay. Not a lot we can do about the wind noise out
who
there
today. Who are we with at the moment, then?
We are with Bryce Little at the moment, car number 6, I believe.
Is he doing well?
He's doing reasonably well. 4th in this heat so far. 14 in 260 at the moment.
So he's down at the bottom left of the track. It's quite a twisty track, anti-clockwise, which catches a lot of people out. Somebody I knew I used to race with would not race anti-clockwise tracks. If he turned up at an event, in fact, anti-clockwise, just go straight home.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
It was quite odd, in fairness. I can read these numbers just about. So who have we seen our leader, who is Nick Bruty in car number 7?
Car number 7. No, we were looking for Nick, and I couldn't find car number 7, but 3 cars went past
which were all number 8. Oh, it's finished
there you
anyway.
go.
Well, that's the end of that one then. Welcome.
We're not going to watch Nick. No.
No. Bryce Bennett. Oh, I see. Colin Webb hasn't painted the CMCC on the track. He's actually painted some of the shells.
Okay.
Should have really thought that, shouldn't I? Oh,
I didn't want to say anything.
you did, but you just didn't.
I know. That's because I'm very polite.
No one ever thinks you're that.
Right. Okay. So, what's going to happen now? Magically on screen.
It's going to change numbers to 2.
There you go. We're on to Heat 2. These are also 17.5 Blinky touring cars.
Also,
Yes. Also same as the first heat. So again, limited down to the 17.5 turn motors in these ones. So we have car 1 of Mark Passingham.
Passingham.
Okay. I'm posher, you see. That's why I say pass.
I say, how lovely.
I bet you say Bath as well, don't you?
No, I don't, because I'm from the south. So I say Bath.
Nice. So, car 2, Chris Blackburn. Car 3, Gavin Clinch. Car 4 is Malc Hall. Car 5, Emily Robbins. Car 6, Scott Hargrave. Car 7 is Jodie Simmons. 8, David Standing. 9, Harry Jeffries. Any relation to Ollie Jeffries, you reckon?
One to watch in the next round, says Express Team UK, is Harry Jeffries, son of multiple champions Ollie. So he's
there we go.
He's
I
about
knew
7 or 8, I think. Rico A. Blankford says hello from Guam.
Hello.
We are touching the world with our well, it sounds to be unpleasant to touch the world, but you know what I mean. With our broadcast, the world is listening and being touched. But yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
but car 10, in case you were wondering, is Casey Granger. Now, I'm guessing if Harry Jeffries is something to do with Ollie Jeffries. Sorry.
It's his son.
Son. It's
There you
obviously
are.
the son of Ollie Jeffries. Sorry, Ollie.
Ollie Jeffreyson. See, in times gone by, he would have changed his name to Ollie Jeffreyson.
Would have. So would Casey Granger be Chris Granger?
He is. It's the battle of the children.
Wow. Right, let's follow
there's
9
knives up there.
and 10.
But are they awful pit dads? You know, that's the worry, isn't it?
You can see some shouting. At
So
the
who are we
bottom
going
of the
first
roster
with? 9 at the back, are they?
cars 9 and 10. We want either one. Your choice.
Well, 9 should.
Jan. 9's the kind of
Oh, they're not going in
beigey,
order.
yellowy blue spoilered one. There we go.
Car 10's not here.
This is a terrible start then for car 10. Maybe we won't see the battle we were expecting between
No,
these two.
the fisticuffs, Generation 2 fisticuff. Hello from New Zealand, from Rob.
Hi, Rob.
Hi to Max Halbard. Archie Matthews, good morning from Archie Matthews, who's right next to the track.
Ah,
There we are.
come over and wave at us and let us know where you are.
So as you can see, there's a selection. You're going to try doing the clever cut this time. Yeah, you don't have to. I'm just kind of like, to point out we've got a second camera or anything else after I've finished losing my battle and what the hell is YouTube doing at the moment.
Oh dear, a bit of a crash there.
Oh, I haven't fixed replays up yet. I may not. Oh yes. You know, he slightly knocked you out there by actually not.
Yeah.
Not.
Kind of, I was more in time than the car was.
So you see, you're better timing than a small child.
Although the small child getting around incredibly well at the moment.
Yeah, it's irritating, isn't it?
There
That
we
was
go.
too early.
Through the cut through, round onto the straight we go.
Okay, leading this is Malc Hall in car 4. Now, Malc, I know, and Malc is probably the wrong side of pushing 60 at least, so there's a good age group in car 4. Don't know where he is, obviously. That's 2. That's a different cut number. That's
I
9.
think it's that yellow and blue one there.
Let's find out. Is
Just
it
threading the eye
on the
needle,
right
coming
of the
onto
straight?
the
Is it
straight.
car 4? It is right about the
Yes.
end of the straight. Got him. There we go. Straight with Malc.
I'd like to say that's because I recognise his shell, but it's not.
No. So as you can see on this Colchester track, it's a purpose-laid track, but it's effectively what 2 tennis courts, 3 tennis courts, you think?
Possibly 3.
And they've
at a stretch.
made a track that is incredibly what's the word for it? Curvy.
Curvy.
It's a
Yeah.
curvaceous track. It's the kind of the Marilyn Monroe of tracks.
There's a few sections, as I sort of had a bit of a scout round earlier on, that I think are going to really pay off for anybody that can place their car well on the curves, because there's just some real tight places that where they're coming through just before they come onto the straight. There's a section of 3, maybe 4 corners in a row that are virtually a straight line through there, and the top guys are absolutely
Well,
smashing.
Malc's got a
that
lot of
section.
traffic now as he comes up to. Oh, I'm trying to crash in front of me. Oh dear, a little bit
there you
of
go.
a noise annoying me doing your qualifying to get up to traffic, but he's got through it. comes through the switchback, underneath the camera, on the main straight, out to the far corner, and then onto the inner loop. Now, obviously, they have the ability here to put different bits of filled hose in different places. So there's many layouts. This is not quite the longest layout, but perhaps it's the most technical and therefore the longest in duration. Just drop back one to the white and orange car. I have no idea who it is, but that's our tradition. It's car number. No, it can't be car number 7 because we've seen car number 7 already.
7. Whoever it is getting. Jeffrey Sung just gone past. It is car 7 there.
How can they both be car 7?
So we've got 2 car 7s in this one.
Are you sure you were following car 7 to begin with, moving from the yellow car? You started with, that's 9, so we've got 9 and 7. So, because Ollie Jeffrey Sung was 9.
Yes.
So 7. Who's 7?
7 is Jody Simmons.
It's amazing how he's trying to ramp up this reading things and knowing what's going on. Hello from Melbourne, Australia to Matt.
Good day.
Luzstrak. L-U-S-Z-Zac. So Luzstrak. Hey, it's time certain clock. Hey, mate, how you doing? Julian Waller is currently in Northwest Nitro watching the Off-Road Nationals. Well, if they ponied up the money, we'd be there as well,
We would.
We are mercenaries. Now we're allowed out, thanks to semi-relaxed COVID rules. Throw us a large amount of cash, we'll cover your event.
Indeed. So
throw us a medium amount of cash, we'll cover your event.
Well, yeah, any amount of cash.
No.
Sorry, Nick.
Otherwise, I'll have you driving from your house to Fife for an event.
That'll be nothing new.
Yeah.
So we are still with car 7. So Jody Simmons going around at the moment. Whereabouts is Jody Simmons? About middle of the pack, so 14.249 on the last time round over the loop. A few laps off of Malk though. Malk's up on the 17th.
Two non-starters here. Neither Gavin Clinton nor Casey Granger started. Perhaps they had a fight outside the pub last night. I mean, obviously Casey's about 11 and...
Well, you never
Gavin's
know. It could
the wrong side of 40.
It could be a tyre game. Do we know what the tyre rules are for this event? Is it open?
Yeah. It's
limited?
I don't know. You're looking like genuinely, I'm here. I read the rules.
Is that not enough?
I read the rules, and you've asked an excellent question with the European Championships. This is a King of Clubs, and it's about clubbing.
It is. We've got some very fast guys here today, though.
Archie is next to the commentator. Is he? Really? Oh, it's worrying people are watching you. It's very much where they're listening, that's for sure. Oh.
Right. I need to go on that one.
Oh, so you really kind of... I'm
on it.
Time Certain Clock is from South Australia. Thank you, Time Certain. Yeah, it's been a long time. We're doing another one. We're definitely doing another one of... I think we're doing another one of these in early August, and we're doing the bank holiday meeting at Hearts again, like we did last year at the end of August. That'd be a Sunday Monday event. And outside of that, not sure. There's an outside chance we'll be doing something in September, which would be quite a new thing if it comes off. And we're still hoping, and I don't know if we say this on there, we're still hoping to do a major event in November, but that needs to be confirmed. And by major event, I mean major event. COVID willing, there will be a major event in November.
Excellent.
And I'll give you a clue, it's not on this continent.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It sounds like a seriously major event in that case.
Yes, but it's every day that the pandemic rumbles on, it gets less likely.
So,
pandemic ruining my time.
We have a qualifying round 3 coming up to the line now. 17.5 blinky, but this is the top heat. So as we go through, and we go through each class, the further we go through, the faster these guys are meant to get.
Right.
So, do you want to read out who's in here, Nick?
No, it's your job.
Is that my job? I tried to give him a job, and he just passed it straight back.
I am literally still working out what the hell's different. Why is I can't get the information I need? You don't know how you know when you're my age, you get very stuck in the mud. I liked it in 2019. It worked really well.
It did, but we had 2 other people. No, one other people as well. Yes,
hang on. If we read out the grid, Unknown Jesus, can you shout out to Team Finn Racing? Go Team Finn Racing!
Go Team Finn.
Who are we going to follow on this one then?
Well, car 1 is Matt Quinlisk.
Quinlisk. They're going in the
order.
Let's
do that one.
No, they're in the order they finished last time. He's off third. And
he's off third.
Jar missed him. Just take the leading white car. Someone was had their camera locked off too long.
So,
This is Glenn Westwood.
Glenn Westwood takes us
Part of the
around.
Westwood brothers from the South Coast. King of Clubs obviously is a club event as well as everything else. There's 5 clubs competing in this.
Okay, which clubs are competing in it?
Colchester,
Yes.
West London,
Okay.
Eastbourne,
Yes.
and 2 others.
Is there
That'll
Arda or something like that? Is that one of the clubs?
Arda, yes. I thought Arda was Eastbourne. I'm wrong.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, Ada.
Ada. Sorry, guys from Ada Club.
I am in a minute going to go on this website and read all the rules again.
I think that would be a positive thing for the day.
Honestly, can I just say that yesterday I was doing a sim racing commentary at Donington Park for one of their World Cups of sim. I'm sorry about fiddling with your face the whole time.
Okay.
One of their World Cups of sim, and I had to do so much research for that. My brain was full up with multiple foreign names driving pretend Bentley GT3s and Aston Martins, and then that all has clouded my brain from everything I've done about this. But yeah.
But the problem with these, the thing is that with these, this size of touring car is that a lot of these guys are just running the same shell.
Yeah.
So there's a few different ones. Obviously, Schumacher guys have got a shell out. There's a few different ones. I don't remember which one that is. Qualo.
Aldershot. I've had it. Someone's told me Aldershot one of the clubs. Thank you very much
you.
to Hayley Matthews on RC Racing TV's Facebook page for telling me the word Aldershot. See, I did know.
Very good, very good.
Yeah.
You just needed somebody to jog your memory with the
Yes,
information.
let's carry on with some race coverage. We've got the leader, so we're going to need to go to someone else. Oh, he's had a bit of a spinette. Drop back to car retired. Maybe pick up a car number. Okay, no, didn't get that one. 3. Right, the green tail at the bottom of the track, John. That's car number 3.
Which
who
is George Munns.
George Munns.
Yes.
Quite a nice white into yellow into green car there. Sweeping through the switchback underneath cameras. The difference in speed of these cars, obviously, as the engines go up, is mostly in the straight because the actual they're the same chassis. So your maximum velocity as you go around the corners is the same. Your corner speed doesn't change because you've got more engine, because you're limited by grip, and they have the same amount of grip. But obviously, how quickly you get between the 2 corners and how quickly the other side is changed. Time Certain Clock says he's doing well. Wondering if Supercar Townsville will go ahead in 2 weeks' time. I think it's unlikely because Australia's having a massive overreaction to one person sneezing at the moment. Yeah.
So we are with car number 3, George Munns. George doing reasonably well at the moment, keeping it on track. I mean, he's down there with 11,169. Oh, sorry, that was...
You've got a very droopy one, but I don't know why. I'm going to have a real word with their boys about this. Very upset with them about giving me this dodgy quit. There we are.
There we are. Thank you. Thank you for that. Are you sure you don't want to stick any more tape on it?
No, I've taped your face up. That's as much as I can do for now.
Okay, we are still with car 3, George Munns. So, who else have we got on track here? We haven't read out this heat, so I'm not sure people are going to know who it is. Let's follow car number 4. So
yes.
Car number 4 is Gareth Hobson.
Does he have a choice?
I saw him a minute ago. He'll be coming round. There you go. End of the straight now, after the white car. So the one back from the white car. Next couple on. Just coming through the centre section now. Had a bit of a crash. Let the pink one go through. So just behind the pink one on the centre section. There we go. So that is car number 4 of Gareth Hobson. Let's follow Gareth around for a little bit.
Whether he wants it or not.
Yes, we will. So Gareth running. Yeah, he's running down his 6th in this heat at the moment. I haven't taken down the overall times people have been getting to know where these guys are actually qualifying throughout.
Oh, so well, I think I'm going to find the King of Clubs timing page and then look at those later.
That would help. That would definitely
help. I may start providing useful information at some point. I wouldn't obviously I wouldn't guarantee it. This is the reason I wanted you here. Because you can talk whilst I look confused and try and sort things out. But some of the other people, they just say nothing. We have dead air.
No, we'll try not to have that. I do like Gareth's shell, I must admit. The one that will stand out a little bit rather than just one of these plain ones. There's a lot of sort of one-can jobs that are going around at the moment, and I'm pretty sure what these guys do is they have these sort of one can, one colour shells for the race, and then if they win, they go and put their fancy shell on.
My fancy shell for the pictures, yeah, because they're heavier.
That you could recognise throughout the race. So,
so King of Clubs, and this is Ada, Aldershot, Colchester, Eastbourne, and West London. So Ada and Eastbourne are different. That just goes to show my geography is just not up to scratch. Those are the 5 clubs. But anyone can race here, so you haven't got to be actually a member of the club to race. But there is a club championship as well going on. I've got a massive finger mark on my computer. Now I need to try and find the timing to tell you what's going on. But at this point, you can change to 3 or 4, whatever we're on now, and read it out.
Can indeed. So we've gone up to the 13.5 turn blinky class. So what that means is these guys are slightly faster. So the lower the turns, the faster the motor. Pretty much in really, really basic terms.
It is basic terms.
It is very basic terms. However, you will notice these guys are slightly faster as they're going around. And in the first heat of these, which is race 4, strangely enough, the first heat will be car 1, Zach Finley, car 2, Adam Southgate, car 3 is Matthew Dambreen. Then we've got car 4 of Byron Russell. Car 5, which is Carl Barnard. Car 6, Ethan Southall. Car 7 is Frank Dambreen. Car 8 is Gyla Bacconi. I'm taking it. Car 9, which is Nigel Philpott. And car 10, Aaron Russell. Matt needs to put his gloves on.
Matt, where are your gloves?
He's running. It's a good run across the track for some gloves. There we go. Okay, so let's follow.
Me follow down.
Should we just follow car 1 off of this one?
But see, it won't be car 1 unless it comes off first. It might be.
That's fine.
Just follow the first car.
Go on, just follow the first car then.
But you need to know what number it is.
It will be
3 green 1 cans. It is 1. Go.
There you go. Car 1. So it's the first one off. So Zach Finley leads us round through the centre section, threads the eye of the needle, flicks it right onto the straight for the first time. And you can see already these guys visibly quicker down the straights, out of the corners. See a bit quicker but much higher on the tyre wear, I'd imagine. So Zach keeping it nice and tight. The key with these, as with any racing, is just keeping those lines nice and tight on the corners, keeping that track as short as you can. There you go. So through threading the eye of the needle there for Zach, he's keeping it fairly straight through there, which you weren't seeing much of in the first few heats. So again, straight through the section there.
Zach was second in the first round of qualifying.
Was he?
Yeah, I found the information now.
Wow.
Even though there's another heat of 13.5 to come.
So I mean, to be fair, he is pushing
he's one
on through.
He's one of the top racers in the UK at this level, but he's a visitor, so he's not ended up in the top heat by right.
That is that's the issue with being a visitor.
Yes, never visit.
See, that's why I tried to make sure when I was racing that everybody knew who I was before I got there.
You just shout really loudly.
Yeah, I just shout really loud for as long as I can before I'm going to the race, and then hopefully I'll just get bumped up a heat just for the sake of it. Then.
Do you know what, that would work for me?
Well, when we used to book in for competitions, I'd always put myself as a sort of. If you had to rate yourself as 1 being a complete beginner and 10 being a national champion,
you put 11.
I would normally put 10 or 11.
Yeah.
Just to get me up in those top higher
I can't really feel. I can feel this is abuse. This is abuse of the system.
It is. You've got to know how to play the game, Nick.
Well, I'm not sure about that. I think it's bad. Anyway, so we're still with that. So he needs. As he goes in through the switchback, gets that past. There's a lot of 1 can fluoros in this one, which is going to be a nightmare. They get the fun. In fact, what you're about to see is Zach Finley in the light lime green fluoro attack and overtake 2 other cars with light green fluorescent tops. There's 3 light. They got the wrong one now. You've swapped light green fluoros there. That's the middle one. It's the last one you want. That's Zach Finley. There's 3 cars literally who couldn't be bothered to get a different paint scheme. They got slightly different stickers on the side of the car, and that's the best they could do. All
right, so Zach's still at the back of that 3.
I've got 3 cars. Like car 8 then.
There you go. He's in the centre.
Okay, let's pick up car 2. It's the purple car at the bottom of the track. Reason being, I can tell who he is because he's purple. Has he got him? There we go. And car 2 is whom?
Car 2 would be Adam Southgate.
Well, Adam, your differential of having an interesting colour scheme on your body shell is giving you some TV time.
Excellent. Excellent. It's always worth having a coloured body shell.
It is.
And not just one colour.
No, it's got a little white stripe. Yeah. The white stripes. Seven, was it 7-layer armies? I don't know. I know it's one of the things we've got a copyright strike for. We're very good at not infringing copyright on YouTube. Because obviously we don't really do an awful lot of music stuff really on this.
No, that is true.
Impressively, Matt, who's up in Fife doing the Drift Championship, put up a video and got 3 strikes in 2 minutes.
Did he?
For a kind of a montage of music he had. It doesn't matter, because it doesn't cause a problem.
Don't they just put adverts on it?
Yeah,
on YouTube,
it's fine. It doesn't cost you any money or anything. It's fine. It doesn't upset anyone. But they just go, no, that's ours. And they think, oh, honestly, Matt, just can't you find non-copyright? I mean, no, it's got to be modern rock and roll. Well, obviously not rock and roll. Modern music.
He doesn't like his rock and roll.
He does. He's up there, he's out there with his jitterbugging with the wife. down at the Army and Navy Club.
So we're still with Adam Southgate at the moment, coming up on 4, what I can see are back markers.
There's a minute to go, isn't there? Right, let's find somebody else. There's a white car about to go through the switchback.
Oh.
And he hasn't got a number. Impressive stuff from white car without a number. So we now have to guess who that is.
It has got a number. That's car number 7.
Oh, it's on the side.
Frank Dambreen. If I'm right,
Dambreen.
As he goes past us here. It is car 7. There we go.
Oh, he's just a little cheeky monkey, isn't he?
Yes, a little bit. But Frank running down in 5th in this one, 17,260. Top car of Zach Finley on a 20 lapper at the moment. I imagine that's going to go up to 22. And these guys all working together, getting themselves through as clean as possible. Everybody wants to stay on their wheels.
And everyone has. Well, actually, apart from the orange car, just did a barrel roll. So who's won that one then? Is it Zach?
It would be Zach, yeah.
What's Zach got? He's got himself a 22,306. Remember that, 22,306. Because that would be... well, I say it'd be significant. It might be significant. You can't tell, can you?
Well, it would be significant compared to the next couple of heats, I'd imagine. If he was second
there are 2 more heats.
Yeah,
wow.
2 more heats. And
no, one's modified, isn't it?
We're on race 5 now.
Right. Blimey.
Coming up.
There's 2 fast heats coming up.
There you go. You can see it's changed, as if by magic, to heat 5.
It's like literally living in a Las Vegas magic show. You've got a couple of lions, a white lion or 2 behind you to train.
I have. I always keep them.
Have you seen Army of the Dead?
No.
That's set in Las Vegas. It's a Netflix thing.
Oh, hang on a minute. With Batista in it.
Bautista, yes.
Oh, my word. Yes.
You have seen it. How could you forget seeing it?
I tried.
It makes no bloody sense.
I absolutely tried.
It makes no sense. You sit there and you go, this film makes no... I mean, fine. The thing is, though, and if you haven't seen Army of the Dead, spoiler alert, yeah, the whole point was that what they were going after wasn't important and was actually to decoy what they really wanted. And they could have got what they really wanted 2 minutes in.
Yeah. 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 It was a film.
It was a film. It was overly long.
Very. Yeah, it was. However, today...
It was free.
Today what we have coming up
free on Netflix.
Race 5.
Go on then.
Which is the middle heat, so the middle speed of 13.5 blinky touring cars.
Very good, yeah.
So car 1, Bailey Graves. Car 2, Jack Collins. Car 3, Mark Boitano. Hang on. Read that, Nick.
Mark Boitano.
There you go. I did say it right. It's not right. Car 4's Mick Hendy. Car 5, Rich King. Car 6, Rich Ludlam. Car 7 is Viktor Georgiev. Yep. And then we've got Tim Tims in car 8.
I'm liking Tim Tims. That's a great name.
Okay, there you go. Purple and black car. Let's follow Tim Tims off. Give him a bit of airtime, seeing as he's painted his shell some colours.
You have to really wonder what goes through the minds of parents when they name their children.
Oh, Tim Tim's terrible spin on the first corner.
No, Tim Tim's terrible turn.
There it was.
Do you not think it's like when you see people called Peter Peters or James James? I mean, is it because they think it's really amusing as parents and then don't realise the poor child has to have it the entire life?
Well,
this has not been the greatest opening for Tim Tim's.
Tim Tim's is having some
Tim Tim's
trouble by the looks
terrible
of it.
Turns. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got a Capricorn and a lovely body shell.
It is very nice. Let's see if we can get the lead then.
Let's put him out of his misery.
Car 5. Jan, I'll see if I can keep an eye on the straight as well. Not that one. So let's see. Couldn't see what the grey one was there. That was too fast.
Let's do the grey and the orange one because we can see that one. Grey and the orange one.
Well, Tim Tim's has got going again.
Well, never mind. He's blown his chance for television stardom. So who is the grey and orange one? Both of us look at once. I think it's 5. I think that's 5. Who would that be if it was 5?
That would be Rich King, current leader.
Well, that's lucky if it is, isn't it? You now need to look at it when it comes on the straight and confirm my hypothesis that it goes for the switchback that this is car number 4. Oh, dear, taking a lot of curb there, but apparently that's just the fast way of doing it. Oh,
it is car 5.
One of the big differences actually between when we were last together and now is I need reading glasses. I can't get away with it anymore. Look, I have bought some glasses with me. Since 2019, my eyes died and said, finally, you're in your mid-50s, mate, that's it.
It's a rapid decline from this point.
We've served you. Oh, other things are declining as well, but you live with that, don't you? I'm still keeping my hair. That's really the big one.
So, Rich King.
Tim Tim's off the track again.
Yeah, Tim Tim's did a couple of laps, and I think he was causing more trouble than was worth. It was worth staying on the track for, and has pulled off again. So, Rich King now takes us round car number 5.
How many laps has he done?
Section. He has done 9 laps by the look of it so far.
Oh. And what was the time for the... he's predicted for a 22.312, which
is
dear,
6 seconds off.
Zach. Yeah. Then Zach is one of the top racers in this class in the UK, but has been put in the lowest heat because it's his first one he's done. Apparently there's a national or a regional here in 2 weeks, so everyone's kind of turning up, but some people turn up a bit of extra practice.
The thing is, though, if you're in that heat and you do get to start off first every time, you have got that kind of advantage of you first few laps being clear.
Also, because you'll probably find the people behind are so much that are really jumping out the way, going, oh, but there's always a chance of confusion. No one really. I don't think anyone really intentionally blocks, but it can go horribly wrong. So
Rich King brings us through the centre section onto the switchbacks.
Drop back 1 car to the number 3 car, the orange car, John. So I've got the car and the number there.
Nice.
Who's 3? It's Mark.
Car 3.
Mark Bonito.
It is.
Bonito. I should know. I actually know Mark. I know Mark reasonably well. I used to do this whole thing years ago. I haven't seen any of these people for about 7 years, but I did know these people relatively well. As you probably know, people going, hello, hey, sort of waving as happening behind me, but I've actually go, oh god, I do know you.
Because it's been so long since I've been to a track, I made a point of just wearing my RCTV shirt when I came in, and then I went back to put a hoodie on afterwards.
Yes, for your sponsors. So you've not been racing at all then?
I haven't, no.
Because I was already not racing very much, and then my club isn't existing indoors and won't be running again until September or October, and I'll start again. So I did a little bit. I did a couple of races last summer outdoors with a foam car. That was pointless, so I stopped that. As I haven't raced for a year now. You haven't raced since the pandemic at all, then?
No, not at all. No.
Let me ask you a question. Does your new other half realise you play with toy cars?
Yes, very much.
It's not like you kept secret this first year of your relationship. You're going to burst out with a confession. Like, darling, what's the worst thing that can happen? I'm not a cross-dresser, but I play with toy cars. Where are you going?
Yeah.
Cross-dresser was fine, I see.
Yes. You've got to pick me up a new blouse.
Yes.
No, she's a little star.
How could you not use fabric conditioner? Yeah.
But
so I haven't run for ages. Yeah. So it's a long time from the track. Yeah.
It is. Well, the thing is, you see, early doors in the first lockdown, I actually sold all of my off-road gear.
Why?
Because I knew it was going to be a long time before I was going to be back at the track. Since then, my sponsors have released 2 new cars.
Well, there we are. You see.
During lockdown. So
because most people have been going out and racing at various times.
Yes, but this looks like a time to
You can mention the sponsors, by the way, because it sponsors this event as well. It is Schumacher.
Our
sponsors are, of course, Tamiya, MB Models and Schumacher at the King of Clubs here in Colchester. That race finished. Richard King got off 21.301. So he actually dropped off the 22s. Nightmare. You know, in a way.
And that is Heat 5 done.
Lil Chili says, hello from the USA. Hello, Mr. Lil Chili.
So, none of those guys affecting
the top
at all. We should now be on to race 6. The last of the 13.5 blinky touring car heat. Blinky obviously meaning there's no timing on the ESCs or boost or anything like that.
It's good. It's almost like you know what we're talking about.
It's like all of a sudden the information comes back to me.
Depay Philippe says very good piste, which means very good track, of course.
Yeah, good.
Tanya Lee says yes, she does.
Hi, Tanya. There she is.
Your missus is watching.
There she
right. You can PM me, Tanya, with all the special information about Matt. Great coverage, guys. Thank you very much. So yes, oh dear. Now you're going to watch your P's and Q's, aren't you?
I am, yes. Yeah, now I know she's watching. She'll only have done that to have watched for 5 minutes just to put me on edge.
That's how it is. Willie Schultzman says the tripod head must need water cooling. It doesn't move quite quickly. It's not the same as the 12th meeting then where it possibly buzzes around, but it's the expert joy of having John back on the camera. Unfortunately, the gazebo means I can't see his happy face as I mentioned him.
He is joyous, though. I can see him from here.
Oh,
there he is. Look.
Bent his knees lightly. That's good enough for me. So we've got Heat 6 now, have we?
Heat 6, which is Car 1, Marcus Askell. Car 2, Ash Whiffen. Car 3, Billy Fletcher. Billy obviously doing some iRacing stuff that we've seen through lockdown. Car 4, James Hart. Car 5, Liam Hendy. Car 6 is Andy Murray, current 12th scale stock world champion,
and more importantly, Schumacher engineer, and therefore,
correct.
You have to suck up to him.
Car 7 is James Connolly. Car 8, Charlie Colby. Car 9 is
take the first car away,
Copsey.
John. I think you should won.
So these should be the top heat of this class now. So we should really see
it's
some.
Only 7 as well. So we have a kind of missing cars in a number of these heats.
I would like to think these guys would be able to affect the top time of a 22.306 for this heat.
John Focus P3. Hello, I miss racing. It's too hot here in Arizona for that. John Focus P3D. Well, that's lucky you when it's too hot. Because when the wind whips up here, even though it's supposed to be the summer, it's a little bit on the chilly side.
This is the first day since probably the end of April that I've worn a coat.
Really? Is it because you haven't been out?
Yes.
So, Ricky Copsey scored as the fastest at the moment, with Askell, who's the white car. I'm not sure it's Cosby's in the... Oh, dear. Ricky Copsey, who's in the another blooming lime green one-can job.
Yeah, Copsey and Askell at the moment fighting this one out.
Timing is the timing loop is at the end of the main straight, by the way. I just realised that by listening to the beeps. Haha.
Risky place to put it at the end of the main
nice
straight.
Nice corner there from Ricky. I'm assuming this is Ricky in the light green car. It might not be.
So Ricky, car number 9. Let's have a look. Yes, there you go. Just come down the end of the straight now.
Yeah,
following
so Ricky's
the
in the light green. So those are your top 2. Racing around the infield. I've always done that thing I always do, just treading the bloody wires of this thing. Up through the switchback.
You don't see many of those just single green colour shells going around today.
No, you don't. We're down to, about 11 now, aren't we? It's almost like that single green's not popular anymore. I realise that having properly sprayed shells, A, costs money, and B, they're heavier, but could you perhaps use a different... Someone's trodden on that, the car behind them.
That's very flat, that one. Maybe it'll be slightly more aerodynamic like that.
Given the rest of this heat is the top heat, and then very, very politely there, Marcus left Ricky through. I'm surprised how quickly they're lapping these people.
Yeah, but it's like you say, isn't it? It's quite a spread. So we've got the current leader of this section of the 13.5s is in the first heat, so you wouldn't normally find that. So it's probably a little bit spread out for these guys. They are working together well, though.
Has Ricky made a mistake that time round?
Unfortunately, I can't see the lap times on there.
Once again,
he has. He's dropped back down behind the white car again.
Yeah. Oh, that's impressive. Certainly pushing hard, these, aren't they?
They are indeed. Okay, so Ricky down and round onto his 12th lap now. Obviously pushing as hard as he can. I mean, well, 11 in a 151.
Interesting. He's not necessarily going. We listen out the sound there. Faster and slower. So he's going faster than last time round in the higher pitched beep.
Yeah. Got back past the white one again. So clear track in front of him at the moment. There's still a bit of an ask, and he's going to have to keep it on its wheels and tight all the way through to affect the top time at the moment. 22.306 is the time to beat. Ricky's certainly doing his best to cut those corners down there. It is a fine line coming through that last little section in the corners before the right-hander onto the main straight. He's just coming through it again now. It down the main straight onto lap 16 for Ricky. 15 in a 206 so far. Yeah, 2 seconds back from that is Marcus Askell in the number 1 car, which is the white car that was behind Ricky. So yeah, he is a little bit further back. That 2 seconds almost visual on the you're almost able just to see that on the track really. Where are we now? On to lap 18 for both of those guys. It is increased the gap up to 3 seconds between them. Ricky down the main straight again, makes his way past another back marker, fairly clean through there. Little bit of a wobble as he comes out of the corner. Lost a touch of time there. And those little kicks at the back end, they all add up. So that's all time that these cars aren't pushing, they're sliding. And if they're sliding, they're losing time. And when it comes down to touring cars like that, it makes a massive difference by the end of the heat. So Ricky comes through onto lap 20. Oh, onto lap 21, sorry.
So he got 22 to do. How long has he got left? He's predicted for a 22.302.
Oh, so could take 4 seconds out of the top time
Marcus
at the moment.
Askell is for a 22.305. Ash Whiffen for a 22.307. So there's 3 or 4 of them in and around the best time we have so far, which is Zach Finley's. It's finishing time now. Last lap.
Ricky over the line. 22.302 takes pole.
What takes the round?
Takes the round, sorry. 22.302.
Marcus Askell coming to second. Ash Whiffen is behind the time for Zach Finley, as is James Hart. Andy Murray comes home in 5th. Liam Hendley 6th. Charlie Colby 7th. Billy Fletcher 8th. And James Consoley did not start. He couldn't even be bothered to start.
So, heat
7. It's the big one.
This is it. These are the big guns, if you like.
Where's John? Oh, this one's next. John, you need to record this one.
So, like I say, the big guns in this one. This is the modified class. There are no limits on motors.
Apart from physics.
Apart from that, yes. And obviously the list that is put out by the BRCA, the homologation list, so batteries and all other things.
In fact, in many ways, there are many limits, in fact, to be honest.
There are.
There's a whole selection of limits, but, you know...
within those limits, you can
do
what
limits.
you want.
There are no limits within the limits of all the limits there are limitations in. Tiago GT Sports says hello from Portugal. Dipti Panat has sent us 2 beef burgers.
I thought they were not real ones.
No, they're beef burger emojis. And Max Halbert said this should be an Olympic sport. Well, you know, given the fact that who knows if there's going to be any Olympic sports this year, let's go for it. Okay, so this is the big one in the, well, it's the modified one, with the unlimited motors in every possible way. Who's taking part?
Who's taking part? Well, car 1, I'll tell you now, is favourite for the event, or favourite for this heat. Anyway, Ollie Jeffries. Car 2 is Zach Smith. Car 3, Chris Granger.
Chris Granger's not here. Neither. I think it must be an issue because Chris Granger, I don't think, is here. Neither is his son. So it looks like the Grangers have not been able to take part in this meeting.
Okay, so car 4, Harley Eldridge. Car 5 is Carl Branson. Car 6 is Ollie Meggett. Car 7, Damien Giddins. And car 8 is Matt White. I imagine Ollie's probably going to be taking us round on this one.
I think car 4's going first.
Is it?
I don't know. There we go.
It is Harley Eldridge.
So follow 4 round.
Yes, and that is right. I did see the last round of this one, and Harley Eldridge was the top car. So yes, that's why Harley would be leading us around.
Now, those of you with long memory will remember the name Ollie Meggitt, because Ollie used to do stuff with us here at RC Racing TV.
I wonder if he's got any old tops or anything.
Well,
that
apparently he has got an old coat, apparently. Yes, there's only 3 RC Racing TV coats. He has one of them. Not that we have an issue with that, obviously.
Okay, so we should still be with Harley Eldridge right now.
I'm not sure if she's not actually scored the lead. It's Ollie. They just dropped back one to Ollie, who's actually bothered to get a properly multicolour painted car. So well done, Ollie, for worrying your painter and saying, could I please not have just a rattle can of one single fluorescent colour, but my proper race paint? Now, he's not much, he's not really gained an awful lot on Harley, because they were still very close together. There's something in it. Oh,
crashed out the way, that's fine.
That's Damien Giddens, who's just ahead of where Ollie is. Ollie currently leads by 0.1 of a second in this race. Because obviously they are qualifying, so they're doing it all on their own. But they are against the clock and against the invisible enemy of the drivers on a different part of the track. Third place, Carl Branson, then Zach Smith and Ollie Meggitt.
Absolutely nothing in it between the top two. So, okay, so we're still with car 4, aren't we? Or have you dropped back to it?
We've dropped,
yeah, sorry, we dropped on to
So
Ollie.
we need to find
car 1.
So the next one we need to find is Kyle, who's car 5. I don't know whether that's going to involve difficult eyesightery, I think. I think the lime green rattle can is car 5. So drop back 2, John, to 5. So, it's a lime green car. Can you believe it, Matt?
Unbelievable.
How did they manage to
nice
find
to
that
see.
many lime green cars? Ollie upside down.
Has he gone, has he? Oh, I didn't see that.
He's got to put his coat on.
Okay, so we are with car 5 of Kyle Branson at the moment, running in 3rd. Top 4 cars, so Harley, Ollie, Kyle and Zach all on.
Harley's taken the lead by 0.2 of a second.
It is the top 4 all on their 12th lap now. These guys looking to make a difference. What's the predicted times at the moment, Nick?
23 laps. 3:08.
Wow, so we've got at least 4 cars looking to make a difference to the top.
No, they're in a different class.
They are in a different class.
They're in a different class.
We've finished 13
you remember
and a
they
half,
have
Blinky.
completely unlimited motors. They have no rules.
We made a big deal about that.
I'm glad it's just not me who's forgotten what we're doing.
Well, if they were in the same class, they'd be making a huge difference to the top.
So
however,
Eldridge has pulled out... my maths is really bad, but 0.3 of a second now, so Ollie's dropped off 0.4. Move forward 2 to Harley, who's just coming down the main straight now. Local, I think she's local. I think she's an Essex lady. Oh, that's going to cost her a bit of time because you had to pause as...
it does. It's surprising, even though they crash out the way, what that will do for your line of sight, and it does just make you back off a little. Mind you, these guys and girls out here...
It leads out to 0.4 of a second, so Ollie's currently not got much answer to him.
No, that one's way too fast down the straight. The blue, orange and green one.
They're all too fast. So, very clean run by both of them. It's not really possible to see where the multiple British champion Ollie Jeffries has lost the time. Drop back to Ollie again. There's one car, to the car which has actually got a paint scheme. He's now got that gap down to... No, it's gone up to 0.42 of a second, so just a tiny bit faster every single lap. So Harley finding a bit of form.
I'm just trying to watch the both of them and see where...
I think it's just micro amounts. You can't tell. It could be.
It is absolutely tiny. I mean, Ollie is really pushing. If you watch his car going around, he is catching a few of these curves, which is just lifting him up slightly.
Well, they tend to actually use the curbs to rotate the cars at the very highest level.
Okay.
It's it's a very precise end of the sport, an end that I never reached.
You're still at that end where people were telling you to drive 6 inches away from them.
I reached the margin of safety. Oh, and he's had a bit of an oversteer moment there for Ollie, so that's going to absolutely wipe out his chance of catching up. He's dropped back to a second down. Just a little oversteer moment there as he came round the corner, put the power on, and that's gone off. And so it's another second place. So it's looking like Harley could be picking up a second round win.
Wow.
There's only 2 rounds to count, so she's got a good chance to have a pole on this.
Has picked up a second round win.
Amazing.
23.309. Let's write that down. 23 in a 309. That was the TQ time for Mod.
With a completely unlimited motor in every possible way. No rules. Right.
Oh, look, I think it's exciting news, Nick. Exciting news.
Go on.
The cafe people have what looks like a hot water vessel for drinks.
Yeah,
which will save
Can you explain the conversation you had with the van that came to provide food and drink to a race meeting on an English summer in bad weather? Go for it.
I think it went along the lines of, do you have cups of coffee? No. We didn't realise people wanted cups of coffee. However, we will bring coffee the next time we're here. There it is. But they haven't. Look, there's a lovely lady there. She's actually gone out of her way.
I get the impression there's been a lot of complaints.
Probably for me there. Probably for me because I looked so grumpy, knowing I'd have to come back and tell you there was no coffee.
Colin Jackson has told us it's neon yellow, not green. Well,
thank you, Colin.
I'll see my colours. I see my colours. Tim King says looks fantastic. Great set up the club.
Club have done a great job.
Good luck, Team Express, says Malcolm Shears. And Richie Thorne goes, Nyam.
Thanks, Richie.
It's useful comments like that. Oh, look, we've got the pictures. I've just realised I didn't see that because I've now recording, but we actually had pictures of the cafe a minute ago. We talked about the cafe.
We did, yeah.
I'm now seeing them. I'm now seeing them 30 seconds later on Facebook. It's marvellous.
What's happened here is we've gone on to Heat 8, Nick, which is the Tamiya GTE and MTC class, which I know you've been eager to see.
This is going to be a lot easier to film.
It is. So
this is a class. No, this is a general Tamiya class. We've got the special Tamiya car coming later. This is a general class of general Tamiya cars.
It is, and you'll see recognisable
Tamiya cars,
car shells on these cars for some of them. Let's just see who's in here. So car 1, Steve Adams. Car 2, Tim Harrott. Car 3, Carl Matthews.
And there we go. And that was great. I love that. He let all the cars go, then chose a completely different car to go with. which is I thought he was going to go with the last car. So that's green car number. That is 8. That is 8.
Okay, car 8 is Nathaniel Goodban. Goodban. There
is some cracking stuff going around here, by the way. This is the definition of an eclectic mix of cars that actually run on a bit of timer. Because this thing's way smaller. That must be an MTC. Smaller and four-wheel drive.
There's 2 MTCs. So car 7 and car 8 are the MTCs.
Right, what we need to do is we need to pick up the fantastic Alpha Touring shell car, which is at the bottom of the track now, with the Alitalia signs on it. Can you see it going in the infield now?
There it is. Look how low that front end is on that.
Oh, we've just got it. I was worried he'd break down until you came on camera.
Well, it was an Alpha thing to do.
He's definitely going to win the car that most looks like a real car. And he's painted it up properly as well. I'm not sure. Do you remember the Super Touring Alphas having that lower body? Or do you think it's been squished?
No, they always had that lower front end on them.
It's not. I think he's got control problems. He's got drive problems.
Classic Alpha.
That's a bit cruel. Okay, let's pick up another car. Let's pick up
Ollie.
Let's pick up the Formula E car that's right behind it. It's gone past now.
There we are.
The special Formula E car. Oh no, not on the track. Now this is, of course, an absolute scale representation car because, of course, they're electric, and so is this car. So actually, it's not only is it a scale representation of the car, it's also a scale representation of the power plant of the car.
Fantastic. It's good to see.
Now, as you know, what will happen in this race is that he will be disqualified for any number of ridiculous reasons, as appears to be what happens in Formula E now. Apparently, you can be disqualified for having the wrong breakfast.
Well, he hasn't got a clear screen on that car with a number on it.
I mean, this is nothing to do with the RC guy. This is done with Formula E itself being completely bonkers. Did you hear they disqualified a guy from winning a race last week because his team hadn't sent an email about which tyres they were using? I want to point something out to you. All the tyres are the same. They're standard tyres. And apparently it was the case actually where it was stuck in the outbox. It wasn't like he hadn't sent it. They had a problem with their internal emailing system. They hadn't received, we're using tyre set number 2, and they disqualified him from a win for that. I do kind of think cause and effect. I kind of think where is the advantage of just not telling what tyres they are, when you can tell what tyres they are and they're all the same.
It's almost like being disqualified from a BRCA national for not telling Paul Worsley that you're running yellow mini spikes.
Were you allowed to run yellow mini spikes?
And that being the control tyre.
Eh? So you were disqualified for not...
No, it would be like.
Ah.
Be similar to, if that
Right,
happened, this
see.
fantasy situation.
So you ran the control tyre and got banned? Oh, I see what you're trying to... I see now.
There we go.
I thought you were telling a story from your past.
No,
I thought this was a terrible moment from the past of Matt Guppy when he was kicked out of an event for no discernible reason. I was genuinely once disqualified from an event for threatening behaviour.
Why? Who did you threaten?
I didn't. This is the whole point. This is really weird. So we were doing a 12th race years ago, and in the days when cars used to dump, used to run out of battery power.
Okay.
And the guy in front of me had dumped, and he was going really slow down the straight, and he was wobbling like that. So you can't see this. He was meandering down the straight really slowly. I said, you better watch out, or I'm going to hit you. Which I meant, I'm going to hit you because you're wobbling round the straight. He goes away and said, that bloke threatened to hit me, and they kicked me out of the event. And I was actually trying to say, genuinely, he was like, no, watch out, I'm going to hit you, like that, because he was like wobbling, because I think he was trying to, I don't know whether he was trying to block me or whether he just confused by the lack of power because he dumped. And he's like, no, I'm just trying to get... Yeah. And the funniest thing was, I didn't even know I'd been kicked out to look at the final results. So my warning was perceived as threatening behaviour.
Well, I mean, you know, I can't imagine why anybody would have confused it.
I sat there both bemused and outraged at the same time. Because, let me just tell you right now, the last time I hit anybody was my sister when I was about 11.
There we go. There we go. And there's a Facebook post.
I'd like to point out that she was 3 years older than me, so it's not as bad as it sounds. So suddenly I'm down as a violent criminal.
Banned from events. Who are we following? Are we still on that? We are, and we've come to an end.
Just told a story. We've just told several stories, as you do.
The Formula E car has been doing what a lot of Formula E cars do.
No, it hasn't. It hasn't crashed into the wall and then just caused a safety car, which is what they normally do. It does seem very oversteery, that car. So I think my guess is actually what the problem is. He's got too much front end. I think he needs to turn his steering rate down.
I think maybe he needs just a spoiler on the back.
No, he needs to turn his steering rate down. The aero isn't going to work on things we're talking about.
Trish told me that as long as they're doing over 22 miles an hour, the aerodynamics make a difference.
Yes, but they're not doing over 22 miles an hour.
They are on this bit here.
Yeah, but the problem is on every corner.
Okay.
Hey,
right.
It's just like we're in Austria. Here comes Formula One.
This is the one that Nick has been waiting for.
Why are they all starting like that?
Because this is how Formula One starts. So we've got 12 in this one. 12 in this heat. So this is the Monitex Formula One heat.
No, just one. You only call it one. Yeah, our cameraman's left us, by the way, to have chocolate.
Yeah, he's come down to steal my chocolate, which he can help himself to. Did he eat the other donut, by the way?
No, there's 3 donuts. I had the donut.
Oh, you did. Okay.
Just trying to prevent.
You are welcome to a donut. Yeah, when you come down.
Everyone's welcome to a donut.
So we've got a minute before this one kicks off.
Hang on a second. Hello from France, says ADV Bruno 2, and Yves Sullenberger says hello from Switzerland. Carry on.
Hello to both of you. In race 9.
I don't care about you, but hello.
In heat 9, which we're on, which you'll see from the screen there. Car 1, Michael Lee. Car 2, Daniel Robbins. Car 3 is Paul Ellis. Car 4, Aidan Gale. Car 5, Darren Gale. There you go. Brothers, possibly. Father, son. Someone can enlighten me on that.
You never can tell, can you?
6 is Malcolm Norwood. 7, Craig Williams. 8, Jonathan Ellis. 9, Andrew Thorpe. 10 is Jason McConaughey. 11 is Kyron Umney. And 12 is Steve Umney.
You ran through that Kyron Umney, didn't you?
I did.
Take the first car, John. Who is it, though? 2.
Car 2, Daniel Robbins leads us off in
Robbins.
Luminous fluorescent green, one colour Formula One car.
There's plenty of those.
There is. Actually, it's the only one colour.
I don't want to say anything,
fluorescent
but the
green
car that's
Formula
gone
1
off
car.
last, and therefore was the last, is actually the car with the Williams paint job. Obviously, no one had a Haas paint job knocking about.
So we've had a realistic Alpha, and now we've got a realistic Williams.
In many ways, yes. Someone's got a Brawn GP car, so they've got a double diffuser from 2009.
Wow, that's very jumpy on the back end of the car 2 of Daniel Robbins.
Daniel Robbins has just been abused, both upwards and downwards, so he's going to be a bit upset about that.
He is. Takes a nice line through there, though, to get himself back.
This single heat with 12 cars means we have a very, 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 very broad range of talents within the same heat.
Oh, beautifully through those two.
And then the second place man got taken out as well, so that's not going well. Second place man being... at this point I should read that, shouldn't I, really?
I apologise for not switching over to the other camera very much.
We are
watching, and I think...
Paul Ellis actually taking the lead because Dan Robbins lost it due to this accident.
Oh, okay. Well, let's have a look. Let's see if we can find car 3. These haven't got numbers on, have they? So that's going to be...
I think they've got it on the... I think the Brawn car's winning. I don't know for sure. And now I'm doubting myself now I've said it.
I
think
genuinely
this Brawn car here
see.
is the one that's leading.
Okay, that looks like car number 1.
Yeah. That's car
Michael
number
Lee.
3. That's car number 3.
That's 3, is it?
I don't know. Are we on the Brawn car? I can't see. Which car are we on?
We're still on...
no, let's switch to the white and yellow car back going down the main straight now, John. I'm going to guess it's 3. I might be massively wrong. Yeah, that's the Brawn car.
Okay.
Hello again. Sorry about that. That all went horribly wrong, didn't it? Power cut of the track, I'm afraid. We're back up and running again now. Well, I think we are anyway. I hope we are. I believe we are. May need to rejig that timing as well in a second. Well, I'll wait till the start of the next round. This is this round? Actually, are the 10 or the 11 heats in this?
Oh, 11 heats.
Oh,
So
you're going to have to go. You're going to have to go round 2, heat 11. Sorry about that.
It's okay.
It's even a big delay, which is worrying.
There we are. Round 2, heat 11.
Excellent.
And with all the confusion,